As you're waking up this morning to find Christmas presents under the tree, you might find a popular gift, the drone. It even made the New York Times 44 best gifts for teens this year. But depending on where you live, you may have to wait to fly them. The FAA issued a temporary drone ban in 22 areas in New Jersey and 30 in New York until January 17th. Joining me now is the president and CEO of the Flight Safety Foundation, Dr. Hasaan Shahidi. Dr. Shahidi, you're not surprised about these bans right now, but you can also understand the excitement of any teen that might get that under the tree.
Absolutely. I think that they are looking forward to getting some of those drones, which are actually flying cameras. And they are pretty very capable, and they can fly in the airspace. And with that comes responsibilities, of course, to make sure that you can fly these safely and making sure that they don't cause any injuries.
Now, I turn to you, Dr. Shahidi, because you have 35 years actually of experience in advanced aviation. You know how these drones work. How is it possible that we're already 1 month into these drone sightings being reported, and we know very little on who's behind them, causing the FAA to issue this pause on flying drones?
That's right. There were thousands of these reports, and in fact, some of them were drones that were flying in prohibited airspace. So the FAA and the enforcement authorities, law enforcement authorities, are right now investigating. But some of their sightings were actually piloted aircraft. They were regular aircraft. So at the moment, there are temporary airspace restrictions, as you said, until the FAA finds out exactly what is going on. But it's important to know that those that are having drones and flying drones, it's important to follow the restrictions and make sure that you are complying with the regulations.
Dr. Shahidi, do all drones need to be registered, or are there some that are considered like maybe more of a toy like drone? And I ask that because, like you know, I lived in Washington, D.C. for a while, and you cannot fly them at all there. But I have to believe that there are some that are not thousands of dollars that they're like, we're not worried about that $200 drone that you may have, Nick.
That's right. Well, all drones that weigh more than half a pound, they must be registered with the FAA, and they're actually considered an aircraft. So it doesn't take much to get over half a pound. You also have to display your registration number on the drone. Now, for all recreational pilots, drone pilots, you have to pass a test. It's called the Recreational UAS Safety Test, and carry that proof of that test when you're operating.
I'm sorry, go ahead, please, continue.
No, it's important to really get all the information that you can. The FAA is providing a lot of resources. There's a drone zone website that you can go to and get a lot of information. And also, you can download an app. It's called Before You Fly app. It tells you where you can and can't fly.
I love that, Dr. Shahidi, because I think that some people are moving into this naively, thinking it's a toy, but yet the FAA is having issues with this. I do want to ask you one last question before I let you go. Can you give us any insight into how the drone detection system known as Drone Busters is working, and why it may or may not be hitting all the benchmarks needed to end all these questions about drones in the sky?
There are many technologies out there, and the one that you mentioned has been in operations. Again, some of these are still early in terms of technology maturation, but the technology is advancing, and the law enforcement has many tools to be able to track these drones, be able to identify these drones. And by the way, there is remote ID with many of these new drones. It's like a license plate. So the law enforcement can actually know who you are and where you are.
Dr. Shahidi, do you own a drone?
I do, and it's great. And for those that are getting a drone this Christmas, just be safe, follow the directions, and make sure that you're compliant with regulations.
Dr. Shahidi, thank you so much, and happy holidays to you and your family.
Same to you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.